This is from Law and Crime, and this is a good thing. Conservative Network, Oann, files a $10 million defamation lawsuit against Rachel Maddow, Msnbc, by Colin Kalmbach. The owner of the right-leaning cable news channel One American News Network has filed a defamation suit against Rachel Maddow and others, claiming that the 46-year-old liberal commentator, quote, maliciously and recklessly smeared the network as a Russian state propaganda outlet. Excellent. In a press release obtained by Law and Crime, attorneys for Oann's owner Herring Networks Incorporated said that they filed a $10 million defamation lawsuit against Maddow, Comcast Corporation, NBC Universal, and Msnbc in the California federal court. The lawsuit tracks a series of long-standing grievances between Oann and Comcast. According to the press release, the complaint alleges that Comcast refused to carry the right-wing network because Oann, quote, counters the liberal politics of its own channel, MSNBC. 1 week after that, the owners, by blasting Oann and telling her audience that right-wing network, quote, really literally is paid by Russian propaganda, unquote. Oann's lawsuit asserts that Maddow, as well as other named corporate defendants, knew the liberal host's statement was false, and Maddow acted both maliciously and recklessly when she made it. This language mirrors the legal definition of defamation under California statutory and case law. The lawsuit further alleges that Maddow's xenophobic broadside against Oann was intended to damage the conservative network's business and reputation. Additionally, the lawsuit claims that Maddow targeted the competing network for retaliation over their allegations that Comcast was acting in an anti-competitive manner. Attorney Skip Miller is partner with Miller Barroness LLP in Los Angeles. In comments obtained by Law and Crime, Miller reiterated that the anti-factual nature of Maddow's Russian jab at the right-wing network. Quote, this is a good. One America is wholly owned, operated, and financed by Herring family in San Diego, Miller said. They are American as apple pie. They are not paid by Russia and have nothing to do with the Russian government. This is a false and malicious libel, and they're going to answer for it in the court of law. The lawsuit was filed in the U.S. District Court of the Southern District of California on Monday morning. Law and Crime reached out to Miller for a copy of the complaint, but has yet to receive one at the time of this writing. This developing story will be updated once more information becomes available. Law and Crime has also reached out to Maddow and MSNBC for comment, but no response was forthcoming at the time of publication. Right. So, I don't know. You're filing this in California, so who knows what the response might be from the court there. But since it's not a federal crime, if you will, it's a defamation. It's a civil crime, if you will, I guess. So, whether this bears any fruit is anyone's guess, but this is a good thing because Maddow has been, as we all know, has been riding this horse up until it wasn't, or she couldn't anymore, for 2 years, saying Trump is Russia, Trump is this, Trump is that. And when it comes to find out from the Mueller report, where nothing ever popped up, what happened? She almost cried that night when that report came out. And then, of course, nothing ever happened during the Senate or the congressional hearing that Mueller was subpoenaed to appear before. So what does this mean? Well, this is good because these news media outlets, especially on the far left, can just say, "Oh, they're right-wing Russian plants, and they're taking money from Russians," and then Oann is saying, "No, you have no proof of that. We don't take money we're wholly supported by," as you saw on the complaint, the Herring Network, I guess, out of San Diego. So this is a good thing. Again, it's funny, kind of funny. These courts seem to back up liberal charges like this. So again, I don't know if it'll bear fruit, but I hope it does. I hope Maddow has to sell many of her homes to pay for this. But I kind of, like I said, I don't have faith in the judicial system, if you will, even if it's civil. Because a lot of times you see where cops violate the First Amendment, Fourth and Fifth, etc., and they get sued, and what happens? Nothing. The cops ride the qualitative immunity to the fullest extent, and very rarely do they ever go to jail or find themselves on the wrong side of the prosecution. It just doesn't happen. But in this case, I'd love to have it happen, because MSNBC needs to be taken down a notch. I'd say 4 or 5, honestly. But having said that, I'll keep an eye out on it and see what pops up. But let's just hope that Rachel Maddow has to say something tonight. I'm going to see if she does. I kind of doubt it, because it is a lawsuit against them, and they're probably not going to make a comment tonight. But you will see a comment saying these allegations are baseless, and and not bearing any truth, and blah blah blah. This same typical corporate lawyer speak. So we'll see if it happens, but I hope it does. Suck it, Maddow.